Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
All right.
9:06. Here we go. It's a Thursday morning, the 15th day of August, and man, this weather, the storms that are coming in have kicked my butt and took my name. I hope you guys are doing better than I am this morning. But a big day today. Well, tomorrow's really the big day for this show. But for me, this marks 2 years that I've been right here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. The show, actually, the 2-year anniversary of the show is tomorrow on August the 16th. But on the 15th, I met with John 2 years ago, and we decided that we should take a chance on this show, and here we are now. Thank you for all of you that have tuned in each and every day, the ones that have been loyal listeners, and for the ones that have kind of checked out the interviews that you like on our on-demand page. Thanks for being a part of it. You've helped this show grow, and we've really changed the way that media works in this town because of the show and all the work the team does with Riverbender. The news reporters are so great for the show, and we're doing some really good stuff. 9:07, it's a great, happy day for the next 2 days. It's anniversary weekend for me, so we get to have some fun. Coming up on the show today, we're going to be talking to Charlie Rae, a staple in Edwardsville, that boutique, and we're going to get the latest on all the great work that they've been doing and ways that we can support them, whether it's at events or other special functions, including sales and all that good stuff. Then at 9:45, we're going to be talking to the one, the only, Sydney Sings for Blog Talk. Get to talk to her on the 2-year anniversary. We'll get the latest from her Riverbender blog, and we'll have just some fun in studio. At 10:30, we're talking finally. This is all my fault. You, for the last 3 days, have seen Alton Marina on your screen, and that's on me. I got Rob's messages kind of backwards, so I thought he was coming on Tuesday, then I thought he was coming on yesterday, but he is officially coming on today, and as you see on the Riverbender wallpaper, we'll be talking about the Alton Marina's anniversary party. A lot of great stuff coming down the show today, but let's dive into news at 9:09. A little bit of change. Here's what you need to know. Residents and businesses across several towns in Illinois, including Roxana and Wood River, Hartford, East Alton, Alton, and Godfrey, reported a pervasive gas-like odor yesterday. Numerous calls were made to Ameren Gas, prompting precautionary measures such as the evacuation of the Wood River Walmart. After an inspection, it was confirmed there was no gas leak and operations resumed. Ameren is currently investigating the source of the odor. Wood River Fire Chief Wade Stallhut noted that the odor seemed to originate from the west side of Wood River, but has since dissipated. Possible sources included a nearby refinery or the landfill. We'll keep you updated as we get those answers. Gordon F. Moore Community Park will reopen tomorrow at 7 a.m. August the 16th, following the sudden sinkhole that closed the park in late June. Alton Mayor David Goins announced that while Spencer T. Olin Golf Course and Lloyd Hopkins baseball fields will reopen, ball field number 1 and the soccer field will remain closed for further investigation. The sinkhole, deemed unprecedented, has been closely monitored by New Frontier Materials and the Mine Safety and Health Administration. Repairs and additional safety measures are ongoing. Mayor Goins emphasized the safety remains a top priority, and the park's reopening marks a significant step forward for the community. I'll have my reaction to that in just a few moments. An Illinois lottery player from the south suburbs of Chicago has won the Lotto Million, becoming a millionaire overnight. Wish it was us. The winning ticket worth $1 million was purchased on the 12th of August with this past Monday at the Southgate Mini Mart in Homewood. The lucky winner matched all 6 numbers. This marks the $10th million prize won with Lotto this year. Southgate Mini Mart also receives a bonus of 1% of the prize amount. Pretty good day. Winners have 1 year to claim their prize, and the Illinois Lottery advises keeping that ticket safe and signing it if that lucky winner happens to or ever will be you. That way you can keep your winnings secure. Also, in the news today, in serious news, a Granite City man, James H. Ellis, 28, is now facing multiple criminal charges after injuring a 9-year-old child while evading arrest. Ellis has been charged with aggravated battery and resisting a peace officer. On the 5th of August, Ellis allegedly pushed the child to the ground, causing a head injury, while fleeing from a Granite City police officer. Ellis was wanted on previous charges, including reckless discharge of a firearm. He was pursued, arrested, and reportedly threatened police during booking. Currently held in custody, Ellis awaits trial, and we'll keep you updated as more details do roll out. At the recent Bethalto Village Board meeting, Sergeant Jack Wolford and Damon Lind were honored by Chief Jason Lamb for their exemplary conduct during a shooting incident in East Alton this past May. Here's the latest. The officers were recognized for their critical assistance to the East Alton Police Department during an investigation where a suspect fired at officers before taking their own life. Their swift and decisive action showcased exceptional composure and excellence. Chief Lamb praised the officers for their bravery and professionalism, highlighting the Bethalto Police Department's dedication and readiness to handle such challenging situations effectively. Some positive feelings in Granite City a few short days ago. In a heartfelt ceremony, firefighter Matt Clark was promoted from engineer to captain within the Granite City Fire Department. Congratulations. A 17-year veteran, Clark received his new gold badge from his wife while his son stood by his side. Special moment. The event marked the conclusion of the department's promotion ceremonies and was attended by fellow firefighters, family members, and local community officials. Clark's dedication and experience were highlighted as key factors in his advancement. His promotion is seen as a significant step in his career and a testament to his commitment to serving the community with dedication and professionalism. That's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend during this 9 o'clock hour on this 15th day of August. Let's take a look at weather. 74 degrees. It feels like Miami out there. Get ready for the thunderstorms this afternoon, folks. If you have some soccer practices, baseball practices, or anything else in between, you might want to start to look to bring those inside. Today, a few morning showers, clouds and sun, humid, and a severe night thunderstorm. Storms can bring flooding downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and even isolated tornadoes. Now for tonight, a few evening thunderstorms. Some will be severe, mostly cloudy and warm. These thunderstorms will bring hail, downpours, and damaging wind gusts. They could bring an isolated tornado, so please be safe and keep you and your belongings secure. Let's take a look at the air quality for today. Overall, air quality is at 51, which is moderate. Grass levels are moderate at 12. Mold is low. Ragweed is at moderate levels at 30. Tree levels are low, and the UV index is ranked moderate today. Looking at the next 5 days, coming up on Friday, a high of 90, a low of 68 degrees. No rain in the forecast. On Saturday, no rain yet again, a high of 86, a low of 65. On Sunday, the 18th of August, a high of 83, a low of 63 degrees. And on Monday, a high of 83 yet again, but a low of 57 degrees as we head into Tuesday. Coming up today, we have an 85% chance of thunderstorms, mostly in the evening, right around 5 p.m. actually through the evening as well. Temperatures will reach 85 degrees today. They'll drop down to 71 as we head into Friday. But right now, as it sits, on this 15th day of August, it's 74 degrees in downtown Alton, right here at the Riverbend building. At 9:15, it feels like 83 degrees. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. Hey, coming up in just a few short days, the Marina is celebrating 28 years at 1 Henry Street in Alton. Buy one, get one dockage from August 24th through Labor Day to celebrate that anniversary special. We're going to be talking to Rob Honke here in in about an hour, actually, as we celebrate this really big deal for Alton. The Marina is a big catalyst for the city, and I'm excited to be a part of the celebration. Guess who else is too? Mark Cloche of KC95 will be in attendance on the 24th for the anniversary party. It runs from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m., August the 24th. So how about this? While you're going to the food truck festival at the Alton Amphitheater, grab some food in the daytime, then take a little bit of a rest, head on over to the Alton Marina, party the night away. They got Ole Morales' legendary fried tacos, merchandise giveaways, live music from 7 to 10 p.m., drink specials. Again, Mark Close going to be there, and all your friends, family, you name it, going out and just celebrating an Alton entity at the Alton Marina. For more information, you can click on the RiverBender.com wallpaper today, or as always, you can go to AltonMarina.com. That's AltonMarina.com and get more information today. The time's 9:17. Let's take a quick break. But before we do that, let's take a look at downtown Alton, and we'll come back with more of our daily show after this.
I should have died out a long time before. Have pity on a dinosaur. Hand me my hat, excuse me, man, but where's the door?
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Saturday night might be for fighting, but Thursday's for the kids going back to school in Alton. Edwardsville with Alto, they went back yesterday? Mm-hmm. So how's that been?
So it was my 2, their first day, like kindergarten.
No way!
So I definitely, I cried. I used to be really judgmental of parents that cried. Like, why would you cry on their first day? Like, you're getting rid of them. Like, it should be exciting. I cried so hard that the bus driver asked me if I was okay.
Are you serious?
It was really embarrassing.
So honestly, I'm glad you said that because I'm one of those people that have kind of scoffed at all the back to school stuff just because I don't have kids and I don't know what it's like and I know I'll be just as bad as that the first time. Now, are they excited about school starting?
They were so excited about the bus, they didn't even tell me bye or like give me a hug or a kiss or anything. They saw the bus and they were just ready to get on it.
Well, hell, I would have cried too. No, right? I hope it all goes well and they're excited with Edwardsville. Though that's great. Mm-hmm. And I heard you had a nice friendly drive in today and got to see the back of a school bus. That's cool.
Yes, a long drive.
We're talking to Clarinda Martin. Did I say that right? I never. And Charlie Rae has been something that I've kind of followed along with the last couple of years. Seriously, because it just seems like this is such a wonderful boutique. Started online, correct?
Yes.
And now in store.
Yeah.
How's it been?
It's been good. The community's really like, I guess, accepted us. Like there's not a whole lot of kids' clothes in town, so it's.
Well, my problem is the kids' clothes. It's like if you go to the big box store, it's not for me, you know? And the kids a lot of times don't like it because it's not really comfortable clothing. It's not made with the best quality. Yeah. And everyone that I've talked to that has shopped Charlie Rae at one point in time, because I've talked to a few folks, love the material, the clothing, the way it fits, the way it looks. And it really, whenever your child has that really nice outfit that's special too, it makes their kind of overall day just go a little bit better, it seems
for
like.
sure, yeah.
And so what was the idea of starting this?
It was like right at the beginning of COVID. I had a job and I feel like my kids had just started like preschool and I was calling into work a couple of times a week because of COVID. Like either my kids were sick or the school got closed. And it wasn't fair to like the people I worked for. So my husband's like, well, just come home and stay home with the kids. And I'm not a kid person. Like I don't like kids that much.
Yeah, I like it. I get it.
So it worked for like a week. And I was like, I can't stay home with my kids. Like there's no way. Like I have twins and they are wild. And so my husband's like, okay, well, you got to find something to do. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, what is missing in the community? And that was just kind of, there wasn't a whole lot of options for kids' clothes. So that's kind of how that started, because I could do it from home.
Well, and now take me through how you set this up and went about it, because to me, an online store is not easy. No. There's a lot of complexities to this. There's a lot of nuance. How'd you kind of start this process? Because to me, that's the most fascinating part.
So my husband actually did a lot of the setup, because I mean, I couldn't tell you how to like set a business up in Illinois. I have no idea. But we bought a domain, and originally it was my Charlie Rae, and we used Shopify. I don't know if you're familiar with that. But setting up the actual website was probably the easiest thing. I didn't like, it's just fun, and I actually enjoy that part a lot. And the first month, I don't think I had a single sale. Second month, the only sale I had was my best friend bought a diaper bag from me. And so then I was like, maybe this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So then we started looking into like Google ads, and that's when we started like running Google ads and Facebook ads, and that's when it started to take off. And then we hired a marketing company, and it just kind of grew from there.
Really cool. Well, and honestly, what was those first couple of months like when you're like, okay, what the hell here? You know, because that's got to be nerve-wracking, you know?
Yeah,
You
because
decide...
you buy a lot of inventory, and then you're sitting on it, and it's like, what the hell did I just do?
Right.
Like, I'm stuck with all this now. I cried a lot, and it was just really stressful because it's like either I have really bad taste in the clothes I'm picking, and like nobody else likes them, or I mean, there's also the competition. Like I'm competing with all these other like online stores too, and it's like maybe this isn't the right industry for me.
Well, and honestly, you know, that brings up another good point is the mental factor of it. Because I mean, because I had a business years ago and I had it for a couple of years, and life was great until it wasn't great,
Right,
you know.
yeah.
But no one realizes the mental anguish when you're sitting there and you're going, well, is it me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, like I don't recommend owning a business to anyone. Like it's like stressful and
Oh no, you get to make your own hours.
right.
Oh, that just drives me
24/7.
crazy. You know.
24/7 are my own hours. Yes,
Right.
Yes.
So whenever the sales start to roll, and when you take the chance on marketing and all of that stuff, when the sales start to roll in, what was that kind of feeling? Was there ever a relief for you, like, okay, at least we're getting somewhere, or was it let's keep going?
It's like, let's keep going. How do we like make this bigger? And my husband's one of those, like, you go big or you go home.
Right.
And so he's like, well, it was like, we kind of noticed that for every dollar, we'll say, like, to keep it easy, like for every dollar we spent on ads, we would have double that in sales. He's like, so we're going to spend like $10,000 on ads, and like, we're just going to keep building. But it never got super, I'm trying to think of the right word, where like,
Consistent?
yeah, I guess. So we did end up like slowing back on the ad spend, but we still had a lot of like sales and everything, and that's about the time we decided to open the store. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of like worked out perfectly.
Well, and there's nothing more nerve-wracking, and I don't care what anyone says. The most nerve-wracking is opening the brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you got the lease or rent, or and I don't know how yours is structured,
Yeah.
but I mean, just to keep the lights on, no one realizes the work that goes in.
And like employees
Oh,
and
man. So when was the decision made that, you know what, why don't we go ahead and open a storefront? What led to that?
So do you know where our store is?
Yeah.
Okay. So it used to be Bank of Madison County, and we're friends with those guys. And so we kind of knew ahead of time that they were moving, and it was like, wouldn't it be great to have this spot? And so we found out who their landlord was, and we started talking to him, but there was somebody ahead of us that had already gotten to it. But they could not figure out their lease. Like, they kept going back and forth. And I told the landlord, I was like, just make a lease, I'll sign it, like, I just want it. And so then they...
That's how you do it.
that's like, I want this spot. Like, because that spot is the perfect spot.
Well, are you someone, and I'm not trying to cut you off here, but to me, I'm one of those people that once I see it, I know it, there's no change in my mind. Is that kind of how you are with that? Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes. So, and actually, we had been looking at other spots, a lot of the new builds in town, and this rent was like half the price of everything else we'd looked at, which for the spot that it's at, like, is crazy.
That is kind of crazy,
Yeah.
because you're in a very good part of town.
Yeah, like the perfect corner where everybody is stopped and they have to stare at your store. So it was just perfect. It was perfect timing, and yeah.
Now, whenever the store opens up, the doors open, were there any learning curves that hit you right away, or were you guys...
For sure.
Really?
I'm very much the kind of person, like, I'm not a good boss, because like I'm not good at like telling people what to do, because I assume that they know it already.
I get you.
I don't want to like, I don't want them to think that I think they're stupid because I'm like telling them how to do all this stuff so I don't. And then it's like, well, crap, like they didn't know how to do it, and so that's my fault. Right. And so like learning that whole thing, and I didn't realize, like, I'm getting old, and I didn't realize how old I'm getting, because, like, I'm hiring these girls that, like, don't even, I love the girls. I absolutely adore the girls that work for me. But, like, they call me asking, like, how to put paper in a printer, and it's like...
Oh, God.
oh my gosh.
No,
am
oh
I
my
really
God
this
is
old?
right. No, so I honestly though, that's something that's fascinating to me though. Is now does it help having younger people for you?
Yeah, because it does help with like social media, like
Oh,
they know
yeah.
all the like stuff like that, and are great with social media. But then like
The printing paper.
yes, yeah, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're such babies. Like, have they never had to, like, they're in college, have they never had to print anything out in their life? Because it's a normal printer.
So you know what's funny? I am a big paper person, and I work for
Mm-hmm.
a digital company. Like I'm one of the people that has to have paper everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I can teach you how to load the paper in the printer. It's all good, you know. Now, one thing I gotta ask you here. You know, I'm on your website. We're gonna pull it up here for folks to see. We're getting a little political here.
I know, right?
That is the coolest thing ever. Yeah. So, what was your idea behind the Waylon Malone shirts, which are just I need one for myself if you make it in adult sizes. But the Taylor for President's great.
I just feel like everybody is so bent out of shape with politics right now, and this was like my own little way to like poke fun at it, but also try to like relieve some stress.
Yeah. I love
and
it.
It's surprising, like everybody wants like Post Malone and Morgan Wallen to win. Like those are the shirts that sell out. I really figured like Taylor Swift would go first.
I love the Wallen Malone. I would, if it was adult, I would be buying 4,
Right?
and that would be probably my get up here. And okay, so why don't we do this? We've been talking for about 15 minutes. Let's take a pause. I got to pay a bill here. It's 9:31. Little bit of change. Before I do that, hey, did you get your Hainer Library card? Down here, right across the road, is Hainer Library, and they have this new thing called the Library of Things. Well, it's kind of new, about a year old. And you know, were you in high school when they had the big calculators that always broke before finals? Well, what they have is at this library, you can go and rent out all these items. So if your kid's TI-84 calculator breaks the day before finals, you can go check it out. Don't have to fight the Walmart return line or anything like that. And then, like, they have ghost hunting equipment, podcasting equipment, outdoor games to do with your kids, all this fun stuff for the fall, winter. Plus, with your library card, guys, you get ad-free for free streaming with Biblio Plus, the Creative Bug app, and you get the resources that await you over at HainerLibrary.org, the data consumer guides, the genealogy department, all that fun stuff. If you have that library card, go to HainerLibrary.org, click on How Do I? Get a library card, click on that, put your address in, and you're good to go. Or hang out with Mary Cordes, the executive director, and myself on the first and last Monday of each month as we go beyond the shelves.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
DJ Mike Keith.
This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com. Or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. 9:35, a little bit of change on this Thursday morning. We're back with Clarinda and Charlie Rae. Time to get some clothes, folks. I mean, what do you look for when it comes to finding out, what would work best for your clients or anyone that shops the website? Because to me, that would be the hardest part because I can barely buy clothes for myself.
I know. I hate having like a store like that, and I feel like I look homeless half the time.
Good answer.
Yeah. But I feel like parents come in, parents nowadays really want better made, like bamboo is the biggest thing for kids' clothes right now. And because it's better for their skin, especially kids have eczema and stuff. So that's one of the
bamboo fiber?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's really, really soft and breathable and...
Okay, I'm learning actually.
Yeah,
this is really cool.
I even have bamboo pajamas for myself, and they're my favorite pajamas.
And so, are there a lot of material like that now that's kind of more of that type of fiber?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is really that's really cool.
Huge for kids' pajamas. I'd say most pajamas that you find not at the big box stores are going to be bamboo usually.
Wow, because my cousin, who was basically my niece, when she was born, she had that very sensitive skin, and you had to put on the Dove white bottle body wash and all of that too to even pick her up. Would that help with some of that sensitive skin?
Yeah, I have so many parents that come in and they're like, okay, my kid has all these skin problems, I just need bamboo, and that's what they wear constantly.
That's really cool. So if any of you really have that problem too, stop by Charlie Rae or go on the website here and let's get it. But I want to point something out. You're hitting people with some, I was just seeing here, free shipping on orders of over $20 on your website. You got Halloween jammies.
They glow in the dark too.
What?
And they're bamboo.
Oh, we're going to see these. On the screen, we got to get ready for Halloween. We're only a couple of months. Look at this. These are so cool. Let's click on one of them here. Let's just click on one here. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
And they're all bamboo.
Yep.
That's really cool. And as a parent, for yourself, how important was it? Did you know about a lot of this clothing material before you really got into the business, or did you really?
It's something I've definitely been looking for, with my twins as they were growing up. So
was it something that you guys dealt with?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See, this is really cool. I love this. I think this is wonderful. And also, you got to buy for mama, too. You can't just buy your kids' clothes. These are really fun. And are these something that you just look to find something that's a little unique that has some lettering on it? Or is there a kind of a mission behind some of the wording?
It's just kind of a mix. When it comes to, the shirts that we make in store, a lot of it is just trying to be, funny. People like to have, mom, let people know that they're mom. Grandmas love to let people know they're grandmas.
Retired hot girl.
Yeah.
Sorry about my husband.
That's probably one of my best sellers.
Is it really?
It is.
I need that one for my mom, actually. That one. That's a
I had a lady come in last week and she bought 3 of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she bought them, one for her and then her 2 sisters.
Oh man, must be some bad husbands in that.
Right.
But just looking through, I think it's really cool. Raised in Ballers, that's a great one too. It's what I think's great is everything's on point, on brand. It's not going into one of those stores where they just throw everything and anything at you because they saw it and liked it. Is there a process that you have when you're looking for items and inventory? Is there almost like a template or a rubric that you have, or is it just feel?
It's just feel, really. When it comes to mom stuff, I try to be funny about it. But when it and we also do a lot of mom and me type stuff, matching for people with pictures, because that's a huge thing. People come in and they need help with family pictures. And so that's something we really focus on.
That's really cool. Yeah. So if actual matching outfits and stuff for them, that's wonderful. And I'm also seeing here on your website that You got some really. This is something, and I'm being dead serious with Kinsley, my little cousin. Hair accessories were always something you needed, and this is. And what I didn't like though is, and I'm not an expert, but going to like the box stores, and her mom never did. She was very particular about the hair pieces. Going into the big box stores, that stuff's junk and it hurts their head.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does damage their hair.
Yeah.
So on CharlieRae.com, CharlieRae.com for you guys that want to follow at home, just going through and seeing, these hair pieces and seeing, these aren't junky hair pieces. These are meant to be in children's hair.
Yeah.
How important is it to have products that are actually, not put together and just kind of wholesaled and, overproduced, mass-produced, and really finding quality items? Because to me, you can't, it's a little bit more, like we're on some of this, a little bit more expensive, but you aren't going to have to worry about it breaking anytime soon or damaging any hair or any part of the skin.
Yeah. I feel like people would be surprised to know that I have like an entire basement full of like stuff that I have bought that I don't like the quality of, so I won't sell it. Like I'm just going to be stuck with it because I don't want to put it out there for people to like buy and then be disappointed in.
That's a really good point too. Now, does that kind of play a mental game on you though? I'm not, because to me, I wouldn't be able to get past that part. I'd be like going nuts over there.
There's a lot of times like I'll offer it to people, like especially if somebody like comes to us for like donations and stuff, like they need help. Like I'll be like, hey, I do have this stuff, I can.
That's really cool.
But I don't feel right trying to sell it.
Well, but I like that though, because you aren't just dumping it in the trash can. If someone really, that's cool. I like that a lot. Now, what's your best age range, do you think, at Charlie Rae?
2T to 5T is probably our best seller. Like if you go in, it's like the first thing that always sells. So
really cool. And is there anything coming down the pipeline? Do you guys do any pop-ups or any Halloween specials or anything like that?
We're starting to slowly get all of our Halloween stuff in, and then usually once school starts back up and I have like all my college girls back at work, we do different events. Like we're trying to figure out like a blue jean jacket bar where girls can come in and like put like patches on the blue jean jackets, and then also like a hat bar. We always do stuff for Christmas, like, oh gosh, what is it? Like the cookie walk, and where like people can go store to store and they'll have cookies and hot chocolate and stuff, and
that's
a bunch
really
of stuff
cool.
with school starting.
What's the most rewarding part about owning Charlie Rae and the day-to-day?
Oh my gosh.
I hit you with the hard one before I let you go.
It is really hard. I guess just like the friendships that have come out of it, like whether it's like the girls that I work with or like employees that have actually become friends and that like I talk to all the time. I think that's been like some of the best parts of it. And also like we used to travel a lot more for pop-ups, so having the option, like we were going to like Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Des Moines, like we were doing pop-ups there, and that was a lot of fun too. So getting like the option to have more travel time and stuff.
How does it vary by state? I've always been curious about that because we're in a bubble in the Midwest sometimes and we don't realize that it funnels in, What's it like to go out to an Atlanta or to, Pittsburgh and see some of the newer trends as they're kind of making their way to the Midwest?
So it's always different because like Southern trends are so different than ours.
They're weird.
They are weird. Yes, they're not my style. And so when I went down there, I was definitely like the odd man out with, there was probably like 200 different vendors, like total, because it was a Christmas market, and I was like the only one with my style of clothes. So like I did well.
Yeah.
Because it's like people are like, oh wow, this is different. But then you'd also have the people that are like, no, like where's the ruffles? Where's the big letters on the front, like the initials and stuff? And it's like, sorry.
Next door.
Right, go down that way, please.
Well, it was awesome talking to you today. 25 minutes kind of flew on by. If you have anything that you want to come on and promote, guys, seriously, CharlieRae.com. We'll link it all into an article on Riverbender. But best of luck this fall. And if you have any pop-ups or anything Christmas related you want us out there for, you just give me a call, or you're welcome back here.
All right, sounds good.
Before we take a quick break, as the school year starts, treat your student to something special. And, there's nothing really that's better right now. We've all been on our phones. We've all turned on the television. We need a couple hours of escape. It's freaking crazy right now. go to Alton Little Theater. They're the oldest, most continuous little theater in the state of Illinois, and they're one of the oldest in the country. They bring performers all across the region. We're talking from the Muni stages all the way down to college stages and the repertory theater, you name it. And what I think is really great, too, is that they have a great lineup for their 91st season. They have Rocky Horror Picture Show. You got to be careful about saying that word on the air, you know. They got Rocky Horror Picture Show coming up, Making God Laugh, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, A Christmas Carol, the best of the best Broadway series. You name it, I can go on and on and on. All you got to do is go to altonlittletheater.org right now. Get season tickets for the 91st season for just $85. What's $85 get you at the Fox? Half of a parking spot, and you get the full season at altonlittletheater.org or by calling 618-462-3205. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I. Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Mark your calendars for August 9th as Scotty McCreery is live at the Alton Amphitheater, celebrating the release of Rise and Fall, out now.
And tickets are on sale now.
Hear your favorites like This Is It.
This is now. This is what I've been talking about. Looking out.
And the new hit, Cab in a Solo. Get your tickets now at metrotix.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Sorry, I forgot to breathe. You aren't Clarinda. Sydney, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Where the hell were you last week?
I was here last week. We talked about German Shepherds.
Oh, that's right. Ooh.
Ew, right? No, it's time flies. This has been, I don't know about you, but this past couple of weeks I've just been so like busy, and so I couldn't tell you. I was here last week, I think. And
We've been going
about it.
at the speed of freaking sound.
Yeah.
Okay? No one realizes. And yeah, we got people that copy and paste what we're doing, and that's fine. But we have been really working hard.
It's been busy in a good way, though. I mean, that's the sign the community's got good things going on.
And thank you for giving RiverBender the calls.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how'd the week go?
The week went fine. It went busy. It was good. How was your week?
You know, the jury's still out on now.
It is only Thursday. I guess we'll see what happens.
So, I really like your piece here. So I am a meditative person.
Are you?
Yeah. So I'm interested to hear what your experience was with your gratitude journaling.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the art of manifesting?
Ooh, that's interesting. I don't
hit you with literally the hardest damn philosophical question right off the bat.
I'm ready. Let's get into it. Like that self-care kind of manifesting, journaling kind of thing. I love that kind of thing. Like talking about it. I'm not good at doing it, but I love talking about it. So, no. Do I believe in manifesting? In some ways. I don't know if I believe that it is like truly like you're putting it out into the universe, but I do believe in like if you say these are my goals, this is what I want out of life, then that makes you work harder for those things. Does that make sense?
Can I tell you a crazy story?
No, let's hear it.
So you guys are gonna laugh too. I truly at one point in time believed wholeheartedly in manifesting.
Yeah.
Like every day I was meditating 3 times a day and all this stuff.
For
Oh,
you.
seriously. And now I don't do it. Like I'm not trying to say I'm like Buddha over here, but I just, in the evening I'll sit there and if I don't have the dog, if Nico's with me, there's no way I'm going to be able to meditate and go through my whole thing.
That's fair.
But I was for a long time. And all of a sudden though, things started happening.
Really?
And what made me nervous, though, is I started manifesting bad thoughts. And I'm like, oh, my God, the good ones are happening, so the bad ones are coming. And it made me paranoid.
No,
like, seriously made me paranoid.
I don't blame you. That's like the last thing I need is to start like... I need to think less, I think. And so it's definitely like, how do I do this in a way that does not get tainted somehow? So I get it. But good for you for doing that, because that's hard. I've tried to meditate before and it's hard. So.
Cindy Lilly, our friend, she done a great job. It was when my grandpa got really sick. I used the Calm app. That thing works.
No, I've used Headspace before, and honestly, there's something to be said for it when you can get into it.
You know what I don't like, though, is now they got like kind of keen on the idea of having these commercial sponsors doing the I don't want any celebrity talking to me, okay? I know what you did the night before, and don't try to tell me to be calm, okay? You're
so right, though. I just need somebody relaxing, quiet voice just to get in there and tell me what's going on.
Could you imagine if they had the Siri lady doing it?
That would be funny. I think that would put me on edge.
I'd go nuts. So you decided this week to try your best to relax and engage with the surroundings.
Yeah, with gratitude journaling.
What is that?
Yeah, so for those who aren't familiar with gratitude journaling, it's exactly what it sounds. You literally write down things you're grateful for. And I chose to do it at the end of the day, get through and just write a couple of things.
Don't judge me.
I'm not. I'm just concerned. CJ just crunched up one energy drink and grabbed another open one and started drinking that. So I have no judgment here whatsoever, just a little bit of concern, but it's okay. No, but you just write down things you're grateful for, and it just is supposed to be like a little bit of a reminder that in the hustle and bustle of life, there's actually a lot to be, grateful for and appreciative of, which is a good reminder.
We have a tough job. You definitely have a tough job because mine's more. I'm more secure in where I'm at. Like I'm 9 to 11. Very rare do I tape an interview. Well,
That's
not rare,
true,
but
yeah.
it's rarer. You don't really have that. You have such a chaotic schedule because things are always developing.
That's true.
That I bet it's very hard for you to sit and really enjoy the little things because that really is important. I'll walk around the block every once in a while and just go sit in that park by Hanner.
It's nice.
That's
up there.
really cool.
It's really nice.
And it's nice to kind of take that in.
Yeah. No, you have a good point. Finding ways to carve out little moments in your day where you can kind of appreciate what's going on and not get completely, bustled into the hustle and bustle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It just evidently is just a good thing to kind of do. So good for you for doing that. I need to start trying that. And now that it's getting a little cooler, maybe not today, but maybe one of these days.
Hold your tongue.
Maybe one of these days, I'll have to start walking around and just kind of taking in the sights a little bit.
Did I tell you Mayor McCormick said that you do a great job on the segment?
Oh, that's nice.
I talked to him the other day, and I meant to tell you that.
Oh, thanks. If you're watching, thanks, Mayor. That's really nice of you.
Well, I just, we're talking gratitude today.
Absolutely.
And so whenever you're writing in your gratitude journal, I got to ask you, does it become egotistical?
How so?
So, because to me, I would have a tough time writing a gratitude journal because it would come off to me as not being as humble.
That's interesting.
So, even though I'm grateful for work and all that,
Yeah.
I would probably put a line in that I worked hard too.
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying?
I get that. I don't
That's
think
just
that's
me,
a bad
though.
thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all to kind of acknowledge,
I think so.
I work hard. Yeah, you think
I
so?
think it's kind of a jerk move. You work hard, and if you don't work hard, you know that too. I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's a balance. I'm curious to think what other people would think, but no,
There you go. Let me know.
Text in. But no, it definitely is a balance between being grateful for things and what the universe or God or whoever has given you and that kind of thing. Brian Trust, you're beautiful today.
Look at that plug. I love it. I was just reading all these comments. Look at you getting live read action for Brian Trust.
Absolutely. But no, I think there's a benefit of being, aware of what the universe has given you and kind of being like, this is fully thank you to the universe or whoever and being grateful for that. And also on the other hand, being able to acknowledge I work hard for this and I'm proud of myself too. And as long as you're not too into it, I think there's definitely a benefit. It's hard to give yourself that credit sometimes. So.
Not hard for me. No, it is. So why now? What happened? Was there something that you just kind of didn't like that was going on, or did you just think I need to start doing this? What was the reasoning?
Yeah, I don't think nothing big happened. There wasn't any big moment where it was I really need to pull my life together. But there was just the hustle of the school year starting and kind of this beginning point for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It kind of made me think, this is a good chance to kind of be reflective and for 12 years we would start school and this would be a beginning for all of us, but now not in school and kind of just continuing our normal life, it's kind of a reminder that this is still a chance to reflect and be this is really what's going on in my life and this is what I want going forward and this is what I'm thankful for. So that's kind of where I was coming from. So starting a New Year's resolution in August isn't necessarily the best idea, but why not just go for it?
See, but you're right though.
Yeah.
Because people that wait for those type of those significant days, that just pisses me off. Because if you aren't going to do it now, then you aren't going to do it then.
Absolutely.
It's just like how I was with nicotine. And I'll be honest with you guys. You should have. If you guys saw me at Scotty McCreery, you would probably say, why the hell does CJ have a cigarette hanging out of his mouth? Well, I was drinking and I had one. But the thing is, though, for 7 years, Sydney, I've been trying to quit smoking.
It's hard.
But the problem is, you sit there and you quit one day, and then you start acting crazy, and you pick it up and go again, but you aren't ready to really quit,
Right.
You just want to take a break is really all it is. You got to be ready to do something, and if you aren't, then you aren't going to succeed at it.
That's very true. You got to be ready for it, and I think you got to stop waiting to be ready at the same time.
Yeah,
in some
that's
ways,
true. You just got to do it.
Yeah, you just got to commit to it, because if you're just waiting to feel ready, you're never going to feel ready to do a lot of things. But...
Or you'll feel ready for 30 seconds, and then you're like, actually, it is a little bit warmer out today.
Right?
We'll wait till tomorrow.
There's always a reason. There's always an excuse. So I think there's a benefit to just jumping in and saying, doing it scared, right?
Look at this. Not to cut you off.
No, let's hear it.
At least one arrest has been made in the connection of the death of Matthew Perry, according to the Associated Press.
That's wild.
There you go, breaking this morning.
That's going to be interesting.
We'll have more for you. Check out our AP feed, but we're rolling around top of the hour news now. Sydney's going to stay here because we got to talk about something important. Student Spotlight.
Absolutely.
And we're going to talk more about Riverbender blog. You stay there. We'll stay here. Top of the hour. Rolls around the corner next on this 15th day of August as your kids are officially back in school. And back to reality. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running. I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I. Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Mark your calendars for August 9th as Scotty McCreery is live at the Alton Amphitheater, celebrating the release of Rise and Fall, out now.
And tickets are on sale now.
Hear your favorites like This Is It.
This is now. This is what I've been talking about. Looking out.
And the new hit, Cab in a Solo. Get your tickets now at metrotix.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
I'm scared me half to death. Open up the window, sucker. Let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to have fun.
Welcome back.
Son, that ain't the way to have fun.
I don't know what hit me the other day. I got really into like the acid rock, you know?
Oh, really? What?
So I started pulling up Three Dog Night. You know?
I'm so curious. What in the world came to you?
I don't know. I'm normally like a Motown guy and some Elvis, some old country, but for some reason I'm like, I could rock with some Steely Dan for a few weeks.
Absolutely.
You know what it did? It actually was every time I watched that Sopranos episode where Tony's in the car singing "Dirty Work."
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that part?
I've never seen the full show, but yes.
Come on.
I
Sydney.
know. I'm sorry.
So fill people in on what we did last year with Student Spotlight and how great it was.
Cool. So this was really cool. So we would send out a survey to all of the schools in the area, and they would nominate 2 students to be featured. And the students would fill out the survey and just throw in their activities and extracurriculars and sports and all the cool things they do. And then I'd write a story about them. And me and Dalton would. And we would do stories just shouting out these kids and, highlighting just these really cool students that we have in the area. So it was a good way to just kind of bring some love to the schools.
Well, and as a former athlete, too, and my dad coaches soccer, we always give all the love to the athletes, but there's kids that just want to be students,
right,
so let's highlight them. And you guys did a great job, really, honestly.
Thanks.
And Dalton did well, too, in Jerseyville. But honestly, if all of you, we're going to reach out to our current sponsors. I already have sent some messages out. Just in case the boss is listening, and send out some messages. We're going to talk to our initial sponsors of the initiative first because they made that pledge last year. But it turned out so well. A lot of people read those interviews. Or articles. What I think's cool about them is no one realizes the importance of having a publication behind your student.
Absolutely.
Granted, if you're in kindergarten, you probably aren't going to hold that one for your college resume. But if you have someone that's in 8th grade or in high school that's getting ready to apply to colleges, what better thing to throw a major online publication article that says you're student of the month because of all your hard work and all that great stuff. So easy there. I'm getting dinged all over the place. People are sending me emails and texts.
You're just so popular today.
It's like one of the Clockwork Orange where they have them in the chair. But it's a really great initiative. And with the updated Metro East Star, and we're going to go up further and further towards Belleville, we're hopefully going to add to that too. So if you were an initial sponsor, get ready for my email if you haven't gotten one. Or if you're somebody who's interested, reach out to CJ at RiverBender.com or Sydney at RiverBender.com and just say, hey, you want to be a part of it. How many do we have?
Oh, geez, I don't even know. We have a couple of schools around the area that we would do, and it's great because it would go from high school students who, like you said, highlight these kids for, these students, I should say, for just their hard work and their college applications or whatever they're going to do next, which was really neat. And then we also had some of the younger kids get highlighted, too, which was just adorable.
My favorite story was the kindergartner one. That
right.
it was Gerard Fisher's favorite. That was out of Edwardsville.
It was, yeah. No, she was really cute, and the kids have some really adorable quotes, and so it's fun to do, and it's fun to read, and it's a great way to just highlight some of the cool things happening in our schools, because our schools are so good, really. We should talk about that.
Well, and the problem is too, Sydney, you have a I hate to say, you have a publication that's trying to grab any headline you can right now, and I'm sorry, but it's bad because it's bringing out negativity.
Absolutely.
Every board meeting's now some tumultuous thing, if you read just the headline, but you don't see the good that's going on in those board meetings and the kids that are being recognized and all of the initiatives that you're a part of too and you're reporting on. There's a lot of good out there.
I'm a big believer in that and showcasing just the hard work that our teachers and our administration, they really care about these kids, and these kids are doing some really cool things. So it's a great way to just highlight what's going on.
Well, and too, you're right, because obviously you got to report on the bad stuff. You can't just ignore it, but you can't just ignore good too.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good, and I love sharing what's going on with all the people in our community who are doing such cool things.
So if you were a sponsor last semester for our first edition of Student Spotlight, or no, it was our first year.
Yeah.
Wow. been a long. It's crazy how it just feels like last year was 3 years ago.
It is wild how quickly
It's
this
incredible.
time has gone.
We are going to send you an email if you already were a current sponsor, or if you want to be one. Reach out and let's add you to a school. Also to the school districts in the St. Clair County region for the Metro East Star. You'll be getting an email too, so we can represent your students as well. Reach out to Sydney at RiverBender.com, CJ at RiverBender.com, and we'll get you going. All right, back to Blog Talk. That was
pretty good.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So have you ever seen Veep?
So I'm going to apologize again because I've never seen the full show. I've seen clips, if that's helpful.
Well, you can watch the news today. But anyway, Veep was really good because they were teaching her how to negotiate, you know, and she was like, she was supposed to make a stand and slam her hands on the table, but she couldn't. They tried all day to get this done.
That's so funny.
Well, she saw her daughter when her daughter wasn't supposed to be there, and talking to her her sleazeball dad about, you know, giving him all of her money.
Yeah.
And so she sees it while the Chinese prime minister's there and gets so mad, slams her hands down, you know, the whole kit and caboodle.
That's awesome, yeah.
And she won the negotiation. So anyway, back to you. Gratitude journaling. You going to keep doing it?
I'm going to keep doing it because I have started, and that means I need to just carry this momentum forward. I know it's good for you, so we're just going to keep going. But I don't know about you, but these self-care tasks and that kind of thing, that's the first thing when I'm busy or overwhelmed or
gets
whatever.
thrown out the window.
Immediately, just gone.
Do they feel like they're the hardest things to do, too?
In some ways, and they're not really. When you do them, like doing yoga is not hard. It's like enjoyable, right?
Right.
But like just making myself take the time to do something to like invest in like yourself as a person is so difficult for some reason. So I don't know. Yeah.
Huh.
No? Disagree?
No, I like it. It's true. Very true. What are you writing this week?
All kinds of great things.
This week, it's Thursday. What are you writing the next couple of days?
It's been a week, I will tell you that. But no, all kinds of exciting things. We got the first day of school for all our schools going on. So writing stories about that, highlighting our students and drumming up some excitement for the school year. And then we got Gordon Moore Park opening tomorrow. So that's a big deal.
So did you, and I wanted to ask you, did you hear in the media that it could have been open sooner, but they wanted to wait?
Right.
Not to start anything, I just was trying to listen. I had like 3 people in the studio yesterday, and I couldn't.
It's hard to keep track when you got a lot going on. But no, that's what
cool.
The mayor said.
Okay.
He said they could have opened as soon as it happened, really, but they wanted to take time to make sure the investigation was taken care of.
And the safety and all that.
Yeah, right.
Interesting. Well, Sydney, because you haven't seen The Sopranos, we're going to end with this. Reach out, Sydney, RiverBender.com, CJ at RiverBender.com, because we'll always do that dirty work.
I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Go, yeah. I don't want to do your dirty work no more.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary,
When you
where
write-
every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Welcome back, 10:14, a little bit of change on this Thursday morning. Daily show, CJ Nasello, Roku TV, RiverBender.com. The hundreds of thousands that watch each month. Thanks for tuning in. You know, it's just been great to be here for 2 years. I wanted to take time to thank you all again. Top of the hour, 10:14 is the time. It's 75 degrees in downtown Alton, and we're celebrating not 2 years of this show. That'll be tomorrow. But we are celebrating my 2-year anniversary of signing those papers for RiverBender.com. I want to thank John, the team, for welcoming me in with open arms, and all the community partners that we've developed along the way. Those partnerships are what make the show continue to grow, whether it's the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, Alton Little Theater, Hainer Library, Village, all these, the amphitheater, Village Dispensary, Sparks Junk Removal, Grid Soul. I could go on and on and on about our supporters. They're wonderful people. And the partnerships that we've developed have just been wonderful. And that's what it's all about. Listen, it's your story. It's your story. It's not the media's story that tells you how to feel every day. That's why I love this show, where you can come on here, tell us your story. We report on your story that pertains to the local community, and we keep growing the Riverbend region that way. Because, folks, people in St. Charles, people in St. Louis, people in a lot of different parts of the region, and even some international viewers every once in a while, they watch the show, and they learn about the Riverbend region, and that's what I think is important. If this show can be a catalyst for growth like it has been, it's been wonderful. It's been 2 years of, honestly, this weird feeling of, well, everything we tried to accomplish is being accomplished. So thank you so much for all of that. It's been a pleasure to be here. One individual I wanted to recognize is someone that you're going to see quite a bit of. Sorry, I am not feeling good. I don't know what happened, but this is not the day for me. Not been the week for me. Dawn Michelle is just wonderful. She is a wonderful individual, and we just partnered and took over the Metro East Star. You've heard me talk about it today as we're expanding our coverage even further, as we are the #1 spot for anything local and your digital advertising here in the Riverbend region. We're at a point now where we want to provide free local content to communities outside of Madison County, and we're going to keep going. Dawn Michelle is going to be one of our partners in the Troy Chamber of Commerce. I love talking to Dawn, and we're fellow Fanalos. Well, she joined the show a couple of weeks ago, and she talked about her book. This is really important for business owners. We're going to talk to Rob Honke here in a second, and it gives me a couple of minutes to rest my voice. It's just getting a little weak today. So here's my conversation with Dawn. A wonderful conversation about customer service. We'll take you there now at 10:17 and come back with Rob Honke Alton Marina after this. Welcome back. You know, I told the audience today, Dawn, I have never asked how to pronounce your last name.
Oh, well, let me give you a tip. My maiden name was Dawn Michelle Johnson. My married name is Dawn Michelle.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I love it.
I am serious.
Well,
so that's how.
We are fresh off the Manilow concert.
Oh, come on now.
Wonderful. Fallon won big at Manilow.
She was fantastic, and she got to bring friends, and he got to meet her, and she got to meet him. And oh my, was he not present the entire time?
But you know, people don't realize for being older,
81.
to have the pipes that you're having, because Frankie Valli and all those guys can't do it anymore, and they have the mix and the lip sync, and he doesn't need any of that stuff.
He doesn't need any of that.
Just
He's got his voice is good, you know. And the great part is when he was it 74 when he was on Midnight Special.
Yeah.
And they're playing Mandy and he's playing with them, and his pipes are better today. I truly
thought so
believe
too.
that.
I
mean,
thought so
great.
too. Well, and honestly, it was just fun to be out there. I thought we had so many great stories, but I was just so funny because I was sitting there telling my aunt, I'm like, well, a great partnership kind of brewed because of Barry Manilow, so I'm glad we're here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how's everything been at the chamber?
Very good. You know, we're getting ready for in 2 weeks. Well, you had them on the barbecue.
They were cool.
They are very cool guys. I mean, they could go on the road and just speak at radio stations, weren't they? That was our first interview.
Now, do they only do the barbecue event in your neck of the woods?
Yeah.
See, to me, whenever you're saying traveling, my immediate thought was they should travel the country and put that event on.
Yes.
Because it would just hit every box. I mean, that's a well-oiled machine.
Yes, they're fantastic. Just
I
great
love it.
guys. And, you know, it's all their own time, volunteer. Isn't that crazy?
You know, it just shows, too, that regardless of if it's, you know, a little bit down the road in Troy, for us anyway, Troy or St. Jacob, we have a really strong community in the Metro East.
Yeah,
you know?
very much so. Very much so.
Well, and now we're at this day and age where, you know, folks might not know this, but you're an author.
I am. I am. Whether I want to be or not, I am. There you go.
And this is customer service and beyond. It's all about the wow. So stellar strategies to wow your customers. I remember talking to you about this very briefly a year or two ago.
Yes.
And now, I mean, this is kind of a very appropriate time of the year to talk about this again.
Yes, very much so.
So right now, with all these nuances, and it seems like, you know, people are, you know, getting more and more short-staffed. They can't find enough folks. They're in there all the time. It's getting harder and harder to put that wow factor in sometimes for these mom and pop businesses.
It is. And, you know, Madison County Employment Training recently acquired a grant for hospitality training. It's free to anyone who wants to sign up in Madison County. And I attended yesterday because I wanted to get certified or the certificate, and it was fantastic. And people can contact me and I can hook them up, and it's free to their staff. So I believe that people have not been trained on customer service. You can't assume you hire someone and they've got it.
Right.
You know, so you have to figure out how to train it and how to be it.
Well, and on top of that, too, it seems like on all the resumes that I've seen and just that get sent in, everyone's key tribute or key, you know, why I'm so good is customer service. But you know, just because we worked at a business for 5 years doesn't mean we're an expert at that business. You know what? That's just me. I could be wrong.
That is correct.
Yes. Is it important for us as potential employees of a company to truly be honest about those things too? Because I feel like that's where the disconnect starts. If you hire somebody that you read on the resume of 5 years of customer service and experience and satisfaction, well, I don't need to train you.
Correct, yes. And I think the interview question, I think I've always said you hire passion and then you train them. But if you hire passion, then make sure you train them. You know?
That's a good point.
So you come in and you're all excited about being there, but if you, and you say, I've got all this experience, but you have to train them the way they want to. And I think the one thing, too, that an employer can do is make sure that they check themselves. Make sure that they're providing great service.
Now, how do we do that? Because that's pretty hard to do whenever it's a one-on-one thing. Because if we're in a partnership, it's pretty easy sometimes for a partner to say, hey, I don't think we're handling the phones the right way. I don't think we're really taking that first 5 minutes the way we should. How do we evaluate that in our personal life, in ourselves?
I think, I have a tribe that I can ask, and they will tell me up front if it's great, if it stinks, where I can improve. And I think having those people to do that, I also think, I know if I have a conversation that I could have been more present, or maybe, I know I'm very conscious of that, especially when you write a book on customer service. And I tell my interns, when your boss writes a book on customer service, we're going to have some training.
Yeah.
How to answer a phone, with a cord, because the interns, they've not done that. Yeah. So to put an intern in a position and say, answer that, they're not going to have customer service because they've never done that. So I think people assume a lot, and they assume somebody's 45. You can always be better. So that's why I encourage people to attend this class. It was very good. The 4 hours went fast. Kendra was basically the trainer of the. Well, they teamed it, but it was the trainer, and I think that it's hospitality, but it could be across any board.
Well, and one thing I wanted to talk with you about with customer service and beyond, especially in this day and age, we're all going into the coffee shop and we're getting our cup of coffee and they're swinging that iPad around and it's saying, do you want to tip me 40% or 30% because I, did a job that I normally never got tipped at for 20 years. Is that starting to create a disconnect between patrons and the business?
I think the uncomfortable situation in that point is when that person is standing there staring at you.
Right.
Because remember, the waitress used to leave it and then she or he would walk away and you could fill it in. I think for me, it's only odd in places that I think it's odd.
Can you expound upon that?
For example, the other day I was at Subway and it popped up. It popped up. But man, that lady did a great job on my sandwich.
Right.
And I'm like, why haven't we been tipping her? But who's got the coolest commercial? How about Domino's?
Yeah, that's true.
How about it? $3, you tip it, but here's what they did. You get to use it the next week, which means you're ordering again.
Right.
Some clever person was sitting in their bathtub going, I think that's a great idea, but really, truly, a great idea. It's a give, and then everybody wins. And, I think there are odd situations where, like, someone comes to do a service at your house. Let's say they're a maintenance person, and they throw out the iPad and then they put a tip on it. And then what do you do?
Yeah.
I think it's what you've got to believe in.
That's a really good point. And, when you talk about customer service and beyond, generationally speaking, that's got to be difficult anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sure it always has been tough.
Yeah.
But now with technology changing and now there's all these nuances just to go and get your cup of coffee. How do you talk to younger employees or employees alike about maybe helping the adult that's not, or the customer that's not really familiar with these new processes and not make them feel like you're targeting them or kind of making them feel rushed or any type of, different?
Let's talk about the Barry Manilow concert.
Yeah.
When you saw the average age, I'm going to say it was probably 75 or so, or somewhere in there. How on earth did they get their ticket on their phone?
That's a good point.
I couldn't, I was thinking, how did they call their grandchild? What if they didn't have one? And I thought, what is Ticketmaster doing to say, we still have this generation that may or may not know how to do that? I went to get blood the other day and you pre-register, but you have to put your info in and there was a gentleman sitting there and I watched him and I said, sir, is there anything I can help you? Oh, I'm just waiting. Well, he didn't have an appointment and he wasn't in because he didn't know how to do it. So I went and got my blood taken. She said, oh, that's not our job. Oh, girl, you should have not just said that to me because I'm a customer service trainer.
Yeah.
I think just in life, you should help people. That's not my job. Should never come out of your mouth, but that's a whole nother story. So.
Well, to me though, it's you're hitting on something that's I think is more important than anything because you can throw $1 million on your Facebook marketing and you could get $2 million to throw on billboards, but if every experience is not a good one, it doesn't matter how much money you spend, your customers aren't going to keep coming back.
That's right.
So I guess my question is for you is, whenever you're, especially now talking about food industry after COVID and how everything's changed and now, maybe a customer that used to go to your spot for 15 years, they haven't been since COVID. Well, now they're getting surcharged for styrofoam takeouts and credit card service fees.
Yeah.
Is there a way to kind of handle maybe somebody that's getting hit with new information for the first time that's been a regular? I know I'm just throwing random topics out, but this is me.
I think, if you're a business owner and you get, let's say that you go to a restaurant, but you own another business, you get the surcharge on the credit card. You understand it. And if you watch, let's see, Companies That Built America, I think it is, they talk about how the credit card started and how they first pushed it on to the company, then the company pushed it on to people. And I'm like, well, that's where we are today. That's not changed at all. But I'm telling you guys, in almost all cases, they're just breaking even on that charge.
Exactly. That's a huge point.
It's like 3.8 5% or whatever it is. And I say somebody's making some cash right there for that little transaction.
Well,
so is there a monopoly out there? Do we need to take a look?
I want to be the guy that created that processing fee because I've read a little bit about him, and he is just a buku billionaire. Just insane.
I know. Yeah.
Well, and, whenever you're training your employees, what does that actually look like? Because, we always hear about when especially, I guess I'm thinking when I was, 16 and 17 working for the city, I never really had the, customer service training.
Right, exactly.
I never worked at a restaurant. I never, but for maybe, other industries, do they actually have training? What does that look like?
I think training is ongoing, and that's the mistake people make.
That's a great point.
People call me and they say, "Can you come train us?" And I used to say, "Yes, I'll be there, and we'll do 4 hours or 3 hours or 2 hours." And now I encourage them highly to sign a long-term contract, not because I want to make more money, but because if I'm in there somewhere every week, whether it's physical, whether it's Zoom, whether it's a blog, whether it's a podcast, every week, because you're going to be great for 2 weeks after training, and then you're going to forget it.
If that long.
If that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I encourage, and I think role play, I love role play. Now, I know people hate role play. I get it. And I will never pull somebody up that doesn't want to be there. But I can even role play myself. I can be 2 or 3 people if I need to be. You have to see it. You have to let your staff bring real examples and real issues. And maybe your staff saw somebody at another organization be amazing. Show them how to be amazing.
Well, and that's another question I have for you, especially in today's world of turnover being where it is. I mean, if you're at a place for 5 years, you've done something right.
I've been there 24. I'm a little crazy.
Right. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Now with people jumping, and I don't want to say jumping jobs, but with people switching careers and going to
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
10:33, welcome back. 28th anniversary of the Alton Marina.
Yes.
Man, it's almost how old you are. Rob Honke Alton Marina joins us in studio on this 15th day of August. How are we doing, man?
Good. Busy.
Oh, man, I bet. Is this part of the year has got to be really busy because the weather's going to change in a couple of months. How do you guys prepare for that during the season?
For the weather changes?
Weather changes, yeah.
We start staffing up a little bit in the fall when we start getting the Great Loop people coming through.
Mm-hmm.
The American Great, it's called the AGLCA, the American Great Loop Cruisers Association.
See, I would put the Great Loop of America cruisers. You know, I'm trying to be the guy, though.
Yeah, I've messed it up a few times.
Well, I wanted to bring you in because you see on the Riverbender wallpaper today, guys, that we are talking about the Alton Marina, but let's just take you to the official website, which I love. We are at the 28th anniversary of the Alton Marina, and this is August the 24th, 7 to 10 p.m., and man, that website's just beautiful. I'm telling you, just a beautiful website. Who did it?
Got to give it all to the Riverbender.
Well, Rob,
all credit goes to Ashley.
She's good, man. I love Ashley.
Yeah.
Coming up on the 24th of August is the Marina's anniversary, and man, just fill me in. What are we expecting out here?
So this year we've got Mark Close from KC95 and the Close Quarters Band.
They're good, man.
They're really good.
Did they play last year too?
No, they did not. Smash Band used to play it every year. And last year we had Jason Gordon, and that was on last year was kind of rough on us. We had...
that was the downpour.
Yeah, we had... we got rained out on our first date, and then on our makeup date, the crowd was a little smaller because it was a little later in the year. But we still had a good time. Last year we had the costume contest. This year we're not doing that. We're doing a Margaritaville theme, and we got tacos. Ray Morales and Morales Tacos.
The only taco for Alton.
Yeah. The original Alton tacos.
Well, and you know what? Let's highlight something really. Ray just texted me too.
I'd like to congratulate Ray, by the way, on his.
He's going to come on next week to talk
great.
about it
Good.
Rolling Hills made a wonderful choice.
Oh yeah, couldn't have picked a better guy.
No, absolutely not. And one thing I wanted to highlight, though, Rob, with this anniversary party is this is a time for folks to truly take advantage of this buy one get one dockage offer that you guys have. Fill me in on how this works.
So if you're coming in between the anniversary party and Labor Day weekend, it's buy one get one. So if you come in, your dockage is basically 50% off.
Wow.
Now there's still electric fees attached to that don't change, but the dockage alone is a big savings. And we get a lot of people that come in and they'll stay that for the entire week because on Labor Day weekend, we also have the Contrios getaway that where the yacht club people come down, and it's kind of a tradition for them to come to Alton for that weekend and hang out at the pool, and they have their own little private party up top. I think this year they're doing some kind of toga party. And
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm in. Yeah. Well, and what I think's cool about this is open to the public, correct?
Correct.
And this is on the same day of the food truck festival.
It is every year.
And I love it, though, because you go in the afternoon, get a couple of bites to eat, then go take a little bit of a walk downtown.
Yeah, you can walk right down to us.
Yeah.
I've talked with Mac this year. He's going to offer the golf cart rides to and from
there
the
we
harbor
go.
for the party, and as well as for the American Great Loop season.
That's really cool.
Which usually runs. We're starting to see more of them right now, which is odd, and I can only attribute that to our new software that we've implemented over the last year. We use a program called DACWA.
Okay.
And it's a marine-specific software. It saved the city a bunch of money on credit card fees, and it just streamlines the process a lot easier. The reservations and the accounting, and
that's wonderful.
And it gives us a lot more exposure. So we've seen a lot more transient traffic. We believe it's due to that.
Well, and you guys have a couple of big years ahead of you too. I mean, this has been really great. I was really happy to see that you guys got approved for the improvements down at the marina with the docking and all of that. If it's okay, can we touch on that real quick?
One of the first things that I noticed when I was awarded the contract was there was a lot of deferred maintenance there. And one of the biggest issues we have is a lot of that decking that's exposed is very old. Some of it's even original, and it's starting to fail. And we don't want to have a lot of claims or injuries down there. So We started looking into different material that we could replace that with, and replacing it with wood we would have been having the same conversation 5 years down the road.
Exactly.
Because you can't buy good lumber anymore. It's non-existent.
Well, and then you have the public even more angry, or actually angry this time. He's like, well, we just paid for this 5 years ago, and here we are now.
Right.
And you said,
why are we doing this every 5 years?
Right. And I love this, what you guys are doing. Kudos to council, because you needed it. I mean, it was definitely needed.
Much needed.
And when you were saying, I remember at the council meeting, you're talking, I mean, we're talking shanks of wood. We are,
Splinters, right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like whack-a-mole. Every time you turn around, you're replacing a board, and we can't replace them fast enough.
Well, and now with this dock, what's it going to look like? Are there any features you can kind of share? Because this is pretty fascinating with concrete and having a floating dock.
It's lightweight concrete. It's designed for harbors. There's a chemical additive in it that keeps it cool so you can walk on it barefoot. It's fibrous, so it's really strong. It's lighter weight, so there's no buoyancy issues. Plus, we've got enough encapsulated foam under the docks to
I get
hold
you.
it.
Yeah, keep it up.
We've got the buoyancy, so there's no issue there. It's going to be basically it's all the exposed decking. Anything undercover, all the wood undercover right now is still in remarkably good shape. So we're not replacing any of that. It's just the exposed stuff that gets exposed to direct sun and the weather.
Well, especially too, because I forgot. I mean, you're going from 95, 100 degrees to 35 degrees in December, and what that does to wood and shrink it, expand. I'm sure.
Well, and we can't treat it. We can't spray anything on it or brush anything on it because we're on a federal waterway. So we're really limited as to what we can do to preserve that material.
I never even thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Now, how long is it going to take to get everything going and get all that implemented?
Start to finish on the bid was, I believe, 6 months, but that's not taking weather into account and transient traffic and busy season. So I think realistically we're looking at within the next year. I hope before next July we're up and running.
Well, and what I think's cool about the marina too, before we get back to the anniversary party, is just seeing the Facebook posts this year, man. You guys have something special because you have all demographics going to the marina. You know, it seems like, at certain places, we kind of get stuck in the 35 plus or the 18 to 28. But you guys have literally every walk of life you could imagine down there,
We've got mostly, most of the people that are at the harbor, there's a myth out there that it's a bunch of rich, people. It's not. It's people. It's working people.
Blue collar folks.
Yep, working people. That's where they spend their summers, and that's their getaway. They don't go on vacation. They come down there.
I never understood it until I did it myself in 2019. My buddy had a boat down there at the marina for the longest time, and he would always invite me down and a couple of buddies to go hang out. And I'm like, dude, we live right here. I don't need to go see the river. I live on it. We live here.
It's a different perspective when you're down there on it.
It's a different atmosphere, man.
It
is the coolest experience because everyone just has this nice aurora to them. It's really friendly, It's just this community inside the community that's really special.
And I really enjoy that part of it as well as the transient part of it. You get to meet people from all over the world. We get a lot of transient traffic through there, especially between now and the end of November. We'll see 300 or 400 different boats from all over the country and all over the world. We get people from France. We've seen people from England. We have a couple of people in the harbor that are transplants. One of my good friends, Mick, is he's from England, and he lives here in the States now, and he's got a boat down there at the harbor. And I talk to him almost every day.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and I'm not trying to patronize you because you're here and you're bigger than me. But do you get people that actually put an X on the Alton Marina when they're making their travel arrangements?
Oh yeah.
That's cool, man. That's wonderful.
Well, and with DACWA, every boater that comes in is able to make their own DACWA account and keep track of their stays and book their reservations online. If you go to our website now and you click on it, it's powered by DACWA. It'll take you right to the reservation.
Let's go
page.
see it. We have some time. What the hell, Let's see. We'll go to reservations right here.
Yep.
And it takes you right. Wow.
Takes you right to it. It'll tell you fuel prices. It'll tell you about all the amenities. It'll tell you, it'll give you the options of, your check-in date, departure date. It'll ask you
right here, yeah,
information about your boat, and it stays in there. It stays in our system. So if you call, like for instance, this morning I had a guy call and says, "Hey, we stayed with you a couple weeks ago. We're coming back," and I had him on caller ID. I said, "Mr. John Doe,
good job.
I've got you right here. I've got your boat in here. I've got everything." He said, "Do you need anything from me?" "Nope. Credit card's on file. You're reserved and confirmed." And they get an email that confirms it, and I can assign them their slip assignment right there.
I can easily see how this is saving a ton just on the back end, front end, and in between.
Basically, when you're running with paper like they did for years down there, you got stacks of paper everywhere, and there's 25 different points of contact when you're dealing with written reservations.
Right.
And there's a lot of errors that can be made.
Oh, tons.
In DACWA, there's like 5 points of contact. So it's so fast. And once they're in the system, it's even less than that. All you got to do is go in and put their...
Like an autofill thing?
Yeah.
Comes, wow, man.
Yep.
Well, and you know what's amazing to me is...
I mean, they basically have an account with us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Man, that's a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Well, and going forward, I think that's what's really cool about just getting out here and coming to be a part of it on the 24th, 7 to 10 p.m., the 28th anniversary party of the Alton Marina. Margaritaville is the going to be the
We're going to have
theme.
some good margaritas up top, and we'll have the bar up top.
And then come Monday, you'll forget about the party, you know? Well, you know, how long does it take to put something like this on? Is it kind of almost formatted at this time because it's
pretty much
every year?
because it's every year. I've been through it. I went through it with Karen for 15 years.
Oh, right.
I mean, we used to do the barbecue stuff for Karen down there. Billy and I did for years, for 15 years. And this is the first year that we're not doing it. And we're actually handing it off to Ray, and we're just doing a little different theme this year.
That's really cool, man.
But putting it together has got to be pretty routine anymore. The only thing that changes is, just the theme of it.
Well, and
as far as the setup goes, it's pretty easy.
Now you're giving away merchandise too.
Yeah, we'll be giving some stuff away that weekend, and we're going to have a drawing, which is free to get in. There's no charge. We're going to give away a big basket of different marina merchandise and some free night stays and weekend passes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Rob, I just think it's really cool anytime we can celebrate this, because we have a catalyst down on the riverfront, and we need to support that, and we need to really kind of get behind it and just do all we can to praise it too, because you guys really are putting in the work. And
I couldn't do it without my crew. I got the best crew you could ask for right now.
Well, and the thing is, too, you guys had a tough shoes to fill. I mean, Karen leaving was a big, big loss, and you guys rose to the occasion. I mean, in my opinion, I think you did a very good job.
Thank you.
Now, I don't have the best endorsement insurance out there, so I wouldn't take that to Bible. But now, drink specials. What's going on down there for drink specials? Any?
I'm leaving that up to Lynn. Lynn's my she runs the kitchen and the store. And Lynn likes to put that stuff together, so she always comes up with some pretty interesting cocktails.
That's really cool. I see right here, if you wear a Under Armour turtleneck, you drink free.
Does it say that?
Good job, Lynn.
I'm gonna have to call Ashley about that and have her edit that out.
So, what can you tell people about this party? Is there a way that you RSVP? Ticket price $0.
No,
correct?
it doesn't cost anything to attend it. The only thing is going to cost you anything is drinks and food.
Which, I'd take a mortgage out for all the Morales tacos I could.
Oh, yeah.
Telling you what,
I'll spend some money down there on that for sure. I'll eat 6 of them.
Well, and now just go out and be a part of this, guys. I mean, this is going to be a fun night. You're going to have Mark Close of KC95, the Close Quarters Band, live music from 7 to 10 p.m. Now, is the party 7 to 10 too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
7 to 10, the band plays the entire time.
The whole time.
Am I forgetting about anything, Rob?
No, I don't think so. Just everybody come down. It doesn't cost you anything to get in. Pop by the riverfront for the food truck festival and then take a walk on down and hang out with us, but save some room for Morales tacos and a few cocktails.
Man, I'm just excited about it. Keep up the great work. And for all of you, take advantage of the buy one, get one dockage offer from August the 24th through Labor Day. On August the 24th as well, you're going to have Morales tacos, live music, drink specials, merchandise giveaways. You'll get to see Rob. You'll get to see me from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Alton Marina, Margaritaville. those.
You want to do a live feed from there?
Ooh, I would actually. That'd be fun.
We could do that.
Seriously, let's set it up.
Okay.
I'll be there live too. We're gonna do the food truck festival. It's only 20 feet away.
Just
let's go
come
and
right
just,
over.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, there we go. And we'll be live on the air that night as well. So with that being said, we'll see you there at 1048. You stay there. We'll stay here on RiverBender.com, Roku TV. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Mark your calendars for August 9th as Scotty McCreery is live at the Alton Amphitheater, celebrating the release of Rise and Fall, out now.
And tickets are on sale now.
Hear your favorites like This Is It.
This is now. This is what I've been talking about. Looking out.
And the new hit, Cab in a Solo.
Can't believe what I just saw.
Get your tickets now at metrotix.com.
Welcome
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Here we go, 10:53 as we're wrapping up this Thursday morning. The second year that I've been a Riverbender. How about that? I want to thank all of you guys that tuned in today, man. I am just really getting smoked right now with this weather or whatever else is going on. But to all of you that have kind of reached out already and said congratulations, thanks for tuning in and watching the show. Really means a lot to me. There's a reason we reach 130,000 people, 150,000 people each month, and it's because of your guys' commitment to our community. So really cool. Hey, wanted to just do one last news story for us now that we have the time at 10:54 and a little bit of change. The rain, well, it couldn't dampen the excitement of students and teachers alike at the Alton Community Unit School District as they return to school Thursday, that's today, August the 15th, at Alton High School. Eunice Smith and the other area schools in the district, teachers and staff were very eager to welcome students back from summer vacation. Stacy Frank, the new principal at Alton High School, noted that the staff has been busy over the summer and can't wait to begin the school year on a positive note. Eunice Smith Elementary Principal Jody Magos, echoed Frankie, stating, and she pointed out the faculty members that have been working hard to make sure the school year goes smoothly. She hopes students, faculty, and staff have an incredible first day. You know, I just think it's really great that to see the students back and seeing them all ready and eager to go back to school. I know that my cousins were very excited about it. And what I think's cool is just the way our community kind of operates during the calendar years. During the summer, it seems like we're kind of more of that tourist town. We're all kind of going in different directions. But when that school year comes in, we all come together. And we just celebrate. You know, we celebrate those homecoming nights. We go to the football games. We celebrate our student athletes, and we do all that we can to support our students. And that's why I love being a part of this community, too. So really just wanted to congratulate our really just, give my best wishes to the Alton Community Unit School District number 11 as they embark on their school year journey. There was nothing that was more exciting for me as a kid to go back to school. I was the weird guy, because, it was so fun because my mom, worked all, my mom and dad work all the time, but my dad was a teacher. So in the summer, my sister and I would hang out with my dad. We'd go to summer sport every day, and then when I got older and sister got older, we'd go by ourselves, but we'd go to the pool every day and we'd go shoot soccer balls and we'd get better at sports and we'd do things. And, by the end of it though, it was like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I don't know if your kids are as that excited that we were about school, but I hope they are because, we have a great school district. We have great area teachers and really excited to see everybody back in action out there in the region today. So remember, 2 things today. That's why I yelled. Very important 2 things. We need Student Spotlight to get going, and we're going to do it together. And if you were a sponsor last year, we thank you so much for doing so. We'll be reaching out again this year. And to everyone that wants to be one, send me an email now. We'll get this sucker done. And it's a great initiative where we highlight a student from the school district, the respective school district that you pick each month, and we highlight their accomplishments in the classroom. It's a really great thing. Hey, one final thing for you out of SSP in Alton. They will be hosting a lunch and presentation entitled Public Safety, sponsored by the AARP on Friday, August the 30th from 12 to 1 p.m. in the Schoolhouse Grill. During this presentation, officers from Madison County Sheriff's Department and the Alton Police will discuss public safety concerning older adults, including the measures and conditions that ensure their well-being and protection from harm, both in public spaces and within their homes, and will cover a variety of factors, including physical safety, emotional security, and access to essential services. Doors will open for check-in at 11 a.m., lunch is served at 11:45, and the presentation begins at 12. To reserve your seat, call 618-465-3298, extension 123. With that being said, we're out of time today, but before I say goodbye, one last big thank you to one of our biggest sponsors, Sparks Junk Removal. They're the best. For 30 years, Denise Sparks has been the queen of junk, and for the next 30, boop, adding trash to the repertoire. She got tired of the big boy. She said she could do it better. And for the last year and a half, she has. There's a reason those purple and yellow trash cans, they're multiplying. They mate like bunny rabbits. They're everywhere in Madison County. It's because she cares about her client, she cares about you, and she cares about her local environment. You just heard Rusty Weed on the show a couple of weeks ago talking about how Sparks really goes above and beyond when it comes to making sure they're keeping our roadways clean and there's no trash flying off of her truck. She's the best at making sure that she keeps her community clean, and she cares about all of you with her free Christmas tree pickup programs and all the great amenities that she provides for us, plus her routine. If you got that clutter in your basement, you got a demo house that's got to go, get all that stuff out before you start tearing down walls, sparksjunkremoval.net, sparksjunkremoval.net, and get on the weekly trash service if you're in Bethalto, Morrow, Cottage Hills, you name it, the list goes on. Godfrey, Grafton, you name it. SparksJunkRemoval.net. Start your journey with the Queen of Junk today. I'm out of time, but I'll see you on the show's 2-year anniversary tomorrow on the 16th day of August. Until then, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for making my dream come true each and every day. Talk to you later. Try your best to stay out of jail.